Alright, I'm Matt and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for the 13th of March 2018. Today we've got Sensor, Ship Surveyor again, and 20 points below average drone health. Also not too big a ship with a distinct lack of open doors. Let's see how things go. A government bee with 3 infestation types. This is going to turn into a nightmare, isn't it? Well, we've got ship scan at least. And defense, which clears out R6. There's something. Well, one of our infestation types is Leaper. Another is Swarm. And it's up here, right? Them's the good news. So, what we have to do is get the Swarm from R5 into R6 and kill it. I can, in fact, interface already. How are we doing for time? 109. There we go. There you go. We had no open doors, so any further rooms are safe for the time being. What is this? Nope, time. We have us a box in the way right here. Now I wanna bait slime. We may have slime today, since we have 3 infestation types and only one of them is unknown to us. We didn't get slime in R6, however. So, D9 is the next. This is going to be a bit slow by ways of exploring, but there's something I don't like to do on a ship where I'm not sure if I'm facing slime or not, but I want to make sure. Alright. Oh! So we have good news and we have the other kind. No, what am I doing? A6 is what I wanted to do. The good news is that we don't have slime. I don't know the other kind yet. There we go. So what did you drop? The bad news is that this sentry only dropped 1 scrap. Cheapskate. Which door was that? D9. Well, there we go with the other kind of news. I'm hearing a swarm. And it sounds very much like it's an R4. And it also sounds like it's a half-sized swarm. When did I open? Yep. So we have a vent in R4. There we go. The good news is that the next generator is in R3. Which is kinda good news, at least. And there's no further vent in R3. Right. So let's kill that swarm. See how big it is. 20, okay, it was a full-sized swarm. Oh no. Let's get out of there. And let's hope it's not R3. R7 wouldn't be too bad, in fact. Right? I did have to say it, didn't I? Oh, there's another generator in R2. Alright. What am I doing for time? 6:52, alright. I do need to open the airlock first. Well, we have to wait a little bit, I suspect, but could be worse. $7.21. Yeah, we've waited long enough on this room. And there is nothing in here. Which is pretty much the same. Ooh, I was about to say which is pretty much the same thing we find in here, but there is a ship upgrade that we can get. Would have been nice to have remote power today, so we could have ship scanned the whole ship. Then again, the only terminal with ship scan is in the room that is currently radiated, so there's that. What did we get? We got 9 scrap, 1 jump fuel. We could have had 11 scrap if the sentry had been less of a cheapskate, but all in all, we got ship scan, which revealed 1 more scrap in R7, I think? Or was it 2? I think it was 1. And we managed to get out of R7 before the radiation hit. So I call this a win. Starting score today was 510. We had a gain of 230 for a total score of 740. Top possible today is 780. And nobody got that. So far we have Mustika 21 and Decavoid with 740, same as me. Jurick and Fishmonger went out with 720, Wildwell Smith with 700, Quietest 1-1, 690, Bribe Guntail 662, Nog 644, GRZ 635. What the hell happened, guys? Friends list? Dargard 575, LB 517, Dano 0. What the hell? Was there no drone health today? Because I kinda expected the 700 scores to not drop off by the by place 7. I mean, we had swarms all not swarms, airlocks all around, and losing R7 wasn't that bad. Well, we had a vent in R2. Not in R2, R4, I think, right next to the starting room, right next to R7. The room that held the sentry, and I barely... Alright, I heard the swarm just in time, so if you move the sentry around the same way I did with the boarding ship, and did not notice that a swarm had spawned by that time. It was a pretty early swarm spawn. I mean, we were done within 7-8 minutes. Well, let's say 8. And the swarm spawned... It can't spawn before 2.5 minutes have elapsed, I think. If I remember correctly. And it spawned way before the radiation hit R7 at 6 minutes, so yeah, if you moved the sentry around pretty quickly, as I did, and then went into that room, there was a danger of running right into the swarm, which I suspect is what happened to Dano. Everybody else, I'm not so sure. I think maybe it was the radiation, especially for Bribe Guntails, Nog, and LB. Dargard I think lost one drone. But yeah, other than that I have no idea. Surprisingly dangerous ship apparently. But yeah, you can check out what happened to the other players, because as usual I will put a link to a playlist containing their videos into the video description, along with links to their daily challenge playlists. Also, I'm thinking about doing maybe testing that whole streaming business on Saturday. Not sure about that yet. Yeah, with that said, let's see what tomorrow brings, and until then, thank you and good night.